They are now even in more trouble. See the number of enemies we have. Now, from what I've just been to this evening, AFP have taken their own money. A very powerful news outlet. Anything they publish is syndicated all over the world. They're against what we are doing. Facebook is against what we are doing. They are rich already. They're still getting money from the zoo. These are what I call the Luciferian Alliance. Those who believe in COVID-19 to use it to plant chips in people, to use it to inject you with vaccine, so our wives and our mothers will be barren. These are they are the same group of people. We know them very well. When the time comes, they'll be exposed. Do you see the number of enemies you have? Not just AFP and Facebook. Look at the names of these are Igbo names. Frederick Nwabofo is Igbo. Akujiobi, I'm sure that's his name. He changed it to Ajikobi, so we won't find him. He's Igbo. They will come, they will buy some of you. Because some of you don't have any conscience. Some of you don't understand what Biafra means. Some of you don't understand the... Go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Yes, we are welcome back, my honorable minister. Take over before your network will go tell you no.
I go play anthem. Play anthem, oh. Do you hear me?
Yeah, they hear you. Yeah.
Play anthem.
Don't mind them.
I said make you play national anthem, oh. I said make you play national anthem, oh.
Ooh, Mazi Sonny, I know fit fine am now. I know fit fine am now. I see whether I will fish him.
Umuchineke, we dey live already.
We dey live already. Rafu, bring national anthem, I beg.
We dey live.
Wait, make I hook up first. No verse. 1 minute. National anthem get this thing. Oh, no, we play only national anthem. Oh. The other one.
Yeah.
Help me reduce the volume of this. Okay. Now, make I share. Ugo. I don't put them on.
Play it from your end. Well, it's not coming out though.
This will be Zoom now.
No. What do you mean na Zoom? Na studio day.
That's what I'm saying. Now, what else am I going to do?
Just share it. Don't mute yourself. I think if you mute yourself.
Okay, I mute myself. That's why.
Wow.
Okay. Sorry.
Victory is hidden peaceful. Let we go astray. This day. Precious land.
They won, my people. My ministers in the house, they were Minister Van, Minister 247, and all Biafrans that will be joining us. We salute all of you. Today is Sunday, and in the Christendom is a day of worship. And tomorrow is our customary sit at home, which the Biafran people have adopted without any compulsion to the freedom of Biafra and Mazin Amdekanu, our supreme leader. We want to say kudos to the Biafra Navy because they have been fighting every day. No single day is left which they don't fight the enemies of Biafra. We want to say kudos to the Biafra Liberation Army who are at the other end fighting the terrorists from another front. So we are at war and we are fighting 247. The Biafra Defense Forces are not sleeping in any way and they are not idle. They are facing the enemies head on. We want to say thank you to Biafrans who are making sure the watches of Biafra is not drying up. The armory is intact with everything that you have supplied. To all of you that partake in our fundraisings and every donation that we make, we say a very big thank you to you all because without you, the Biafra Defense Forces wouldn't have all the tools and machineries needed to be able to work with. Freedom is not given, and those that had freedom before, they were not given the freedom. in their efforts to get the freedom. South Africa that many of you are running to today, you know how long South Africa fought the apartheid. You understand everything that happened. Today you sing the names of Nelson Mandela as a hero. How did he become a hero? He stood steadfastly and his men were still fighting while he was behind bars. That is why every Biafran has the duty to continue fighting. You fight in different ways and forms. You fight with your support. You fight with your contributions. You fight by creating the awareness. You fight by being supportive to your liaison offices. You fight by being supportive to the Biafran government in exile. You fight by contributing your quota. You don't destroy, because if you are attacking any arm of the government of Biafra or any departmental unit, you are actually working for the same terrorists. And you're working against the Biafran government, which you claim you are supporting or working with. So we implore all Biafrans to continue their good work. Since 2021, we have had outcries and complaints from the legal team of our supreme leader. The complaint has ever been that whenever they go to visit Oyendu to discuss with Oyendu before any court appearances, that the DSS denied them access of private discussion with Mazen Kanu. Now we are in 2024, and the video we are just going to listen, or the one that many of you may have listened to, which the legal team made confession of and was posted 24 hours ago. This will help you to understand something deeper and more. That they are extending and postponing the outcome of their court ruling against our leader is because they don't have anything to talk about. They don't have anything to prove. All they are doing is just to buy time, continue to keep him there, to see if they can dismember the potency of the Biafran government in exile. And they are using every arsenal to do it, but they are not able to break it down because our Prime Minister told you something. If you think you have the balls to destroy this Biafran Republic government in exile cabinet, or the effort and the work that they have all put up, you are a goner. So if you come in sheep clothing while you are a wolf, you will be exposed in no distance time. One thing you must understand, those that laugh last, laugh the best of laughs. So bring in everything that you have to this celebration. The Biafra Defense Forces are in the bushes. We just finished celebrate Easter. And while we were celebrating Easter, jubilating over Easter, the Biafra Defense Forces were not also celebrating Easter or jubilating over Easter. What they were celebrating and jubilating over was the battlefield. Biafra Defense Forces were busy in the battlefield, fighting the enemies of Biafra, killing and destroying the terrorists that are coming to kill our women, babies, men, and children. Today, Easter has come and gone. Are you not still back to the reality of things? You are still back to the reality of your liberation, your freedom. Because on a daily basis, these moronic and nomadic terrorists are cutting off heads of babies, women, and children and kidnapping every day. A lot of you shy away from the realities because you don't seem to understand what is coming. Then we thank God to our Prime Minister for standing his ground, because all of you ran away when it was time to pick up the responsibility of the defense and the sacrifice. It was only one man that had the balls. That man is standing his ground to this very day. So we need your support. The USBT Biafran coin is there. It is a child of necessity that has come to play and to help Biafrans out in their transactions internationally and otherwise. While the Naira is falling, like someone that climbed a slippery hill, a Gemma Biafran coin is standing tall and stable. It is a stable coin. It doesn't fall. Instead, what it will continue to do is to appreciate. It can never fall because we don't allow it to be controlled by anybody. We control our own economy. Any country that allows the production of another country, the welfare of another country, the industrial inclination of another country to determine its own stand of her currency, that currency can never stand strong. When you are the one dominance and determining what should happen to your currency, the rate it should flow, how it should be used, that it shouldn't be scattered anyhow, you see that you are in charge. So the Biafran coin, Ejemma, the digital currency of Biafra, has come to stay. Go and buy, open accounts, buy the Biafran coin, start staking. As you stake, you are making earnings on daily basis. The Biafran Convention of November 29 to 3rd of December 2024, the accreditation link is open. So go and accreditate yourself for the convention. Go to the website. You can see the link on the Biafran Corp website. You can see it on the Biafran database website. You can see that link everywhere. Go and get accredited and then get your ticket and wait. ID card is open for all Biafrans globally. Your only means of identification as a Biafran is that ID card. And it is verified globally by Jumio verification system. What that means is that that ID card is useful internationally to identify yourself as a Biafran. That is the only document you have to identify yourself as a Biafran now. As far as you are in the diaspora, it is your duty to go and grab the ID card. In grabbing the ID card, you have different options and different specimens, determining how you have served Biafra. Whether you have been a sabo to the Biafran cause, or whether you have been a blessing to the Biafran cause. When you go to the website to apply for the Biafran ID card, you will choose that you have been a sabo or you have been a blessing to the Biafran cause. So this is your saboness and this is your betrayal, and you standing on the fence for many years while others are fighting for this freedom, will come to reckon on your children. Because you may say, oh, I am 70 years, I will die tomorrow. It will come to reckon on your children because it is family lineage matter. That is why I used to say, answer your father's name. The children of those people in Kuwait and South Korea that did not support their liberation, what their parents did affects them as well. Because if their parents had supported the liberation and then they had the same documentation as real citizens of Korea and Kuwait, why will your children not have the same document as a real citizen of the country? So the question is, if you, as a father, betrayed your freedom, and then you don't have the same right, you don't have the same document as a citizen of your country, you're now treated as a foreigner. Can a child whose father is not a citizen have the same rights with a child whose father is a citizen of a country? When we say what we do in life echoes in history, what we do in life affects our lineage. The blueprint that we keep on the ground is very, very important. Is what people need to understand. I salute all Biafrans. Above all, funds are needed more than any other thing at this very time. So if you are still on the fence, calm down. And if you can check something that as you pull yourself out of this liberation, God is bringing more people in. So if you think that you are very, very important, you're so super important that without you, Biafra cannot go forward, you make a mistake. Because as you pull yourself out, claiming to be very important, so is God bringing more people in. And more people are coming in because of the good work that they are seeing out there. So don't take yourself super important that when you pull yourself out of Biafra liberation, that it will not go forward. Or that your presence alone influences others to be in the liberation. Or that the day you don't appear in a program or event, or you don't do one thing or another allotted to you to do, that thing will not go forward. No, you're making a very big mistake. Because God has raised men and women that you don't even know yet, that are yet to come and still join this Biafra liberation. So our advice to everyone is, where God gives you to serve it jealously. But don't carry your shoulder up too much. Then as others are coming back to their senses from Nigeria and obedience, and from IPOB Nigeria, give them the chances to show what they have. But tread with wisdom. Because we cannot get Biafra only me and 247 and PM and bam bam bam. No. We need every Biafran. You see all those sabos that are working for one Nigeria now, if they should turn their back and come now, that it's not too late, and say, we have come to the knowledge that there's no way out, only Simon Ekpa, only Biafra. We have open arms welcoming them. Because they are afraid that if they now leave one Nigeria and come for Biafra, Nigeria will come and cut their heads off one day. They need to know if they have security. Because they love money. What they love is the money. The money. They love the money, one, that they are getting, and they don't want Nigeria to terminate. Two, they are afraid that if they leave Nigeria now and then come for Biafra, since they have been embezzling Nigeria, continuing the corruption, and Nigeria will come and cut their heads off and burn them alive one night. So we are telling you people to come, because you cannot continue to be a coward forever. I salute all Biafrans as we gather here today. Miles, you go. Over to you, please. Make I take my breakfast before we continue.
All right, as you dey take your breakfast, I take my own journey, man. The woman, the honorable minister, the woman. This one, everybody they breakfast like this. No, let me know the breakfast too. I don't fast break. I don't fast break. Why not the breakfast?
Sonny say we go fight 247. You know here when you talk, he said we go fight 247.
Okay. On a plan, I'm be.
I want to tell him say why come they expose our plan? Because we don't talk and say we go fight 247. You can't talk him for here.
Okay. No problem. The word on I don't see me. Hope both of them must say Biafra make no be me do am o. Now like this, he give me head. Biafra make no be me do am Biafra so. when they accuse him of when they tell us say he don't kill, he goes so he go see Pepper. And then they call us say he go pay. He said no be me oh. So Biafrans, I greet every one of us on a well done on those who they eat on a bon appetit. Boca Lupo. I greet every one of us anyway.
At least make a great topic today. Say media team they eat for
one day we go come here, come
artistic.
shop. We go do shopping ceremony or shopping video win. We do a you know say now we they give them content. Make the
They
video
call
customer.
am agape broadcast. Agape broadcast.
Everybody go come chop food that day. But they still get a topic. It don't the way we never give them topic. And our PM they too busy to come give them what they made they talk. They will no more Chineke. It is well with us. So Biafrans, I greet all of us. I greet every one of us. Anyway, you did the wash. I greet our leader, Mazenam, the Gano, who they carry all the burden for his head. I greet our Prime Minister, who the work out day and night. We know the tire, we know the stop. And I greet every Biafran. Any way you did, the support secretly, openly. Whether you are supporting financially, whether you are supporting morally, whether you the support for you they share our program, you they tell us say you dey our back, all of them. Anyone you go feed do, they do on God day. Now God pass them. And we go win. If you listen to Waiting and Lloyd the talk today, as we will see some things where they happen and those where they're mad. You know, say mad people, sometimes mad people go talk. If you listen to mad person, sometimes you go get truth from a mouth. Because sometimes all their madness that spirit go push them, they confess. They confess the reality. So we go listen to what mad people they talk, and we go continue the talk. So we go hear that everything our Prime Minister said from day one today, name all the legal team they run about, they talk the same thing. That will tell you that you must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, and you must follow him. And you must ask him what to do. And after that, ask him what to do next. Because some will to say demolish because he is the end of the wicked and the evil people. So we no go back down. You see, we no get any option but to continue what we are doing. It's not like is Biafra or no. It's not about it's not like if you don't give me no, we must get this Biafra. There is no two ways about it. Because if you don't get this Biafra, what it means is that you are getting IDP camp, you are getting mass burial, you are getting your head you get your head separated like the separate Christmas goat, and you know. So I beg everybody, we must continue. We don't have any reason not to continue. We don't have any reason to slow down. The only thing we must do now is to double our effort. To double our effort. No matter how it be, we must double our effort. Yes, my dear Ayola, is Biafra or dead? Because if you say you don't want Biafra, if you say you don't want Biafra, you don't want, there's no choice other than to end. It's only you take Biafra or you end. We are already in the war. You see, when military tell you they have ended, they have arrested the people that are the people that killed the military men in Asaba, in Delta. You see, when we tell you they are just purposely arresting innocent citizens on no degree. Today again, the same people that carried out the attack that killed their 17 soldiers has killed another soldiers. In the same data, the same people that claim they have arrested all the people that were involved, that will show you they have been carrying, arresting, or kidnapping or abducting innocent Biafrans. They said they arrested all of them. But today, as I am telling you, but that one is another story for another day. So I will greet everybody once again. Let us sit down and watch. If you have not voted, if you've not casted your vote, if you have not at least visit the website, the Biafra security website, visit the Biafra Ejema site, go take a look. At least if you no get money to do them now, go take a look and buy your ID card. Pay for your ID card. Go and subscribe for the ID card, and go and see the Finland Declaration Convention that is coming. Remember, now that day everything will finish, and after that Finland Declaration, that is the beginning of the whole thing, the beginning of the end of the evil happening. We are going to be free people. That's why you see they are fighting tooth and nail. They are losing all hell to make sure that declaration did not happen or will not happen. But the truth is that they cannot stop that declaration. They no fit stop the declaration. The declaration must come. That is just the truth. The declaration must come. So we must continue to do what we do. We know they look face, we know they look back. I encourage everyone to wake up. Those that have been on the sideline, come inside. Those that have been on the gate, jump inside. Those on the window, jump inside. Those on the fence, jump inside. We have to move together. We have to restore our nation. If you are scared of war, you're already in the midst of war that you cannot avert. You no go fit. You no fit. You run away from war, they brought it to you. You try to hide, they use the war cover you. So the only way is to fight it out, and you will be free. It's either you fight it out or you die it out. So una welcome once again as we move these few minutes or hours we have to spend here with you. So Mazevamba, I don't know if you are sitting down or you are standing up. You have the mic. I believe you don't.
Mazi go, I don't play the video of Mazi Aloy Ejimako.
No, we are just starting. You have the mic.
Okay.
We never do anything.
I would like us to play that video. Fellow Biafrans, make una no vex so vam dey for kitchen as I dey cook, dey prepare myself. I say we must also bring the gospel. They no tie us rope. We are free. We are free. Because the rope wey dem tie us since, we don't lose them. We don't lose them since, nah. We don't lose them all. So Biafrans, we are no longer in the bondage of the zoo. We are a free nation. A free nation. When I saw that video from Aloy Ejimako, and the truth is that it will show you how demonic Nigeria is. You know that Aloy Ejimako and his colleagues did a press briefing. The Zoom media, they were there, their microphone were there, channels, Arise, all of them. What these idiots did was that they now edited that video of the press briefing. They removed the part that exposed the crime of Nigeria, and they published the one that they want. Thank God for Aloy Ejimako, who has now decided to walk on the path of truth and godliness, and he brought the part that they did not show us. That's the one he brought. And I don't know, let me go and bring it direct from Twitter. Let me bring it direct from Twitter so that you understand.
We have the video here.
Okay, if you have
Mazi Sonny have the video.
Okay.
So
No, I wanted to bring the write-up of Aloy Ejimako, the write-up where he said the part.
Okay.
This is the part they did not show you.
Okay, bring the write-up. Let's see.
So that it will not be like say we they talk waiting. We not say we they talk waiting them do. We know they add, we know they come out. We know they add, we know they come out. Now be our own. That's why we are Biafra Republic government. We know they add, we know they come out. Okay. So let me bring that. Okay. Share media. Okay. Help me fire and put for the center. You see the right up there, make I enlarge and make una see I'm well. Make I enlarge and make una see within Mazialo. He say the media didn't show you this part of the hashtag Mazin Namdekano legal team briefing.
Hello?
Did you see that? The media didn't show you this part of the hashtag Mazin Namdekano legal team press briefing of yesterday. Ask me, why did they not show you this part? The write-up, you see, I hope you are seeing the write-up. Hope you are seeing the write-up from Mazialo Ejimako. The media didn't show you this part. Why did they not show this part? Tomorrow they will be telling you Nigeria is destroyed, Nigeria is going down, economy is bad, economy is destroyed. Look at their wickedness, That is their wickedness. You had a press briefing with the legal team of Mazin Namdekano, and you choose to edit it and remove the parts that will expose, because right now everything is coming on air. You know, with the weight of our water. Now they are admitting that they are a torturing government, they torture victims, they even torture people to confess what they did not do. Police have admitted that. Thanks to Biafra Republic government, water exposition. Do you understand? So today, they are still doing that evil of covering up. Their crime will always come out. So, you see, that is the part. Then we can now decide to play it so that you will hear what Mazi Aloy said in this particular video. Let me...
Before the African Commission on Human and People's Rights.
Please, is it coming out? Is the audio coming out?
Yes, it's coming out.
Okay, let me play it.
Hold on. Bam. I think this is the same video we want to.
Okay,
let me remove it so that we have it. We will share it here so that we'll put it. All of us will be on the screen, so that we'll be able to analyze it very well.
All right.
We have the video.
But my purpose of bringing it is just to show you guys what Aloy Ejimako wrote. You know.
Yeah.
Before
we get them here. Sure. You go better like this.
Better.
So, yes, we see all of you. We see you, Norma, good man. All of you, Grace. We see all of you. Obieze, every one of you. We can see you all. God bless you all. We move. Mazi on your network, no good. No one good. Okay. Bamba, I go put the video. Make you start with the video now until Mazi Sonny come.
Yeah, play the video.
Before the African Commission on Human and People's Rights, complaining about the Python dance and proscription of IPOB, and he won. The African Commission, which is a branch of the African Union, wrote a letter to the then president calling for implementation of certain things they asked him to do. One of them being that he should henceforth or thenceforth cease and desist from further prosecutions or law enforcement actions against IPOB members, and in particular Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That decision was ignored. The United Nations intervened in 2020 and 2021 with similar decisions. Those two were also ignored. After his rendition, the United Nations intervened again in July 2021 and issued a celebrated opinion that he should be released unconditionally. That too was ignored. Now, a federal high court sitting in Omaha in October 2022 issued a decision condemning his detention, declaring it illegal and non-constitutional, his current detention in Abuja. That too was ignored. Back in January 2022, a high court of the state of Abia had awarded him 1 billion naira as compensation for the damages he suffered or that issued from that infamous Python dance. Payment of that compensation is outstanding. So also is the apology to him that the court had ordered. And then finally, last year in October, a high court in Enugu State declared that the executive or administrative actions taken by the Southeast governors and the federal government back in 2017 to proscribe IPOB and declare it a terrorist organization, those actions were unconstitutional under Section 42 of the Constitution. This is important because all Nigerians are supposed to be treated equally.
If you pause at 1 minute, because if you talk everything, I go forget what I want to analyze. Thank you. Biafrans, I want you to appreciate this man here. All these things he's mentioning now that they rejected and they threw out, they are all the victories he won, all the scores he made. While he was making all these scores, if I for the eye was busy collecting award from the zoo, this man here was winning all the battles. He was winning every battle. Any battle he went to, he won. He won all. He defeated them hands down in Enugu, in Omaya, everywhere, including the UN, the one that is happening in the UN, even the one that was happening in Kenya. This man here was the one following up everything. He defeated them everywhere. And the last one he defeated them, that is going to shock you now, is that he defeated them with the proscription of IPOB. He defeated them, which Ifeanyi Ejiofor have never put mouth in that. Ifeanyi Ejiofor only enjoy, IPOB members are arrested. I am fighting for them. IPOB members arrested. Ifeanyi Ejiofor, he like the fact that they call you a terrorist and they want to be fighting for you when they arrest you. And then he will come and say, I fight for them, and they release them. I fight for IPOB. But this man was fighting and saying, look, this thing you are saying IPOB, and you are arresting them. They are not terrorists. And he defeated them. He defeated the zoo. That is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu decided that this man is going to be the one in charge right now. Do you understand what I mean? Show me where Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the legal luminary of the underground sewage rat in Zama, show me where he defeated anything for IPOB in general, or where he defeated anything for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whether in Nigeria or in abroad or in the state, anywhere, show me. But these are profound victories that Allah Etimakos called on behalf of Biafra, on behalf of IPOB, and on behalf of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Three victories for three powerful entities. On behalf of Biafra, on behalf of IPOB, on behalf of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He won everything. Until today, he's the one that, in fact, let me tell you now, in case you don't know, that you are today talking about extraordinary rendition. It is thanks to this man, because Ifeanyi Ejiofor doesn't even know what it means. Talk less about fighting for it in court. He didn't even know what they call extraordinary rendition. He never read that before for book. He don't know what it be. Now this man now bring her out. So don't be liar talk now. I mean that liar talk. He don't know. Oh God.
Oh my God. Pastor Papa, you say if I ain't your phone never win anything. He win something, oh.
Okay, I forgot to. Better remind me.
Let me
He
know.
won Ukumango.
Also, if I won the best, the most trusted betrayal lawyer of all times.
All time, okay. I forget. But we stand up for the champion. Stand up for the champion.
Have you forgotten? Have you forgotten? He won in the herbalist Akwaguko Nwati Wanake.
Okay.
Okay, another
They
Okay.
one.
celebrated his victory in Akwaguko Tiwuraki Temple.
Another one. and he also won night of is it
Lumumba.
Catholic or whether na Lumba or whether na
Light of
Methodist? Night of Olumba.
Olumba.
And another big achievement of Ejiofor is that Ejiofor achieved the selling off of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the extraordinary rendition of him.
A big achievement too.
Very big achievement. The
Yes.
connivance of him with the Southeast governors and senators and ministers, with Zoo Nigeria, with all those officials that are involved, with those that lobbied in Kenya to make sure the kidnap of MNK was successful. Mind you, while everything was happening and while MNK was not found for the past days and weeks, Ejiofor mapped out everything that there must be somebody that must use MNK's Twitter's official page to be talking to Biafrans. So they were talking to Biafrans, repeating in tandem. They use the same languages of MNK when he posts on Twitter. Just like if PM is posting now. When you see PM's post, you know that this is PM's post.
Yes.
When you see Van Van post, you know that this is Van Van. When you see my post, you know this is my post. When you see 247 post, you see we are always hitting it on the head. We don't go jumping around. If we want to talk to the zoo, we'll talk to the zoo. We want to talk to the media, we talk to the media. We want to talk to the legal team, we'll talk to them. If we want to talk to the Fulani terrorists, we'll talk to them. So they place one person there to use MNK's Twitter's official page to be talking to Biafrans, while the ones that are doing the logistics in Kenya were doing it. And then him now, at the end of the day, sat down in Nigeria to receive
the trophy.
Yes. And also stood back to receive MNK's arrival when they handcuffed him, blindfolded him, and brought him down to Nigeria. He was there doing his smuggling while MNK was blindfolded.
Hey.
So Ejiofor has achieved the biggest of what he could ever think of. So if we say he has not achieved something, he has achieved. He has also achieved the killing of our commanders. He also achieved the kidnapping of some of our men. When you hear Chinasa Nworu and Chikenedozium come out and say that this Biafran should not talk, this Biafran his head or hand should be cut off because they are listening to or they are answering call from Ekberima. Who made the thing to happen? It is Ejiofor. Ejiofor work it out, give them the instruction of how to do it. When you heard that when MNK was kidnapped in 2021, from November, we started fighting the issue of scrap ESN. Put down all your arms. Ejiofor came and told us that MNK said every commander should hands down their weapons, that he doesn't want to hear PIM again from any ESN commander. Who made all that happen? Ejiofor? Ejiofor has achieved a lot for one Nigeria, not for Biafra. He has achieved a lot for one Nigeria because he was actually working for one Nigeria. That is why our PM made us understand that he has been the eye of one Nigeria in IPOB. So he has achieved a lot and a lot and a lot. And everything he has achieved for one Nigeria is been destruction to the IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra. Nothing has been a blessing. So in this life, there are people that comes in to play positive role, there are those that comes in to play negative role, and the end thereof all plays out, and then you see them. So Ejiofor has actually achieved his aims and objective that was sent to him. That is why at the end of the day, Buhari appreciated him with so many awards in his tenure. It is only Ejiofor that has collected many awards indirectly from Buhari's regime. You see how the thing was done. When it was time of Jose Come's own was public. It was Buhari that presented the award to him. Ejiofor's own is that he collected the awards nicodemously. Today they will come, they say it is these people, alumni association, that gave him award. The next one you see, Knight of St. Lumba who gave him award. The next one you see, the Youth Corps Service give him award. All these are the appreciations that the work that he has done for one Nigeria, to the betrayal of the IPOB people and the betrayal of our supreme leader, that they put them all and they are giving him this award in a dichotomous way so that it wouldn't come out open. But Jose Come's was the one that broke the horn of the bull. So, Mazi, bam, bam, bam. Ejiofor has actually achieved a lot. A lot and a lot for one Nigeria. Not for Biafran people, but for one Nigeria. But when you now enumerated Ejimako's own now, you see that Ejimako's team is actually coming back to their senses. What they are doing now is what they should have done before. Not for you to come and be mixing legal practicing with the administration of IPOB and the liberation government of IPOB. No. Ekere.
Do you know that it is the influence of Ejiofor and the pressure from Ejiofor? Because since Ejiofor have been sidelined from IPOB, especially from the legal team, now these ones are standing on their own. Before, Aloy Ejimako, you can see how he distanced himself from Ejiofor, working in other courts in Umuahia. Because as far as Ejiofor was concerned, those things wouldn't have been won. Because all he wanted was to be overshadow Aloy Ejimako. But Aloy Ejimako distanced himself and began to fight the battles from the sidelines, fighting in Enugu, fighting in Umuahia, fighting in Kenya, fighting in the UN. While Ejiofor was busy in the center of the storm, where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was, because the big meat is there. Because now he want to collect the lion's share with Chinas and Woru. So he was there. Now, since Ejiofor has been removed, do you now see that these ones are sitting up? Now there's no interference. Now they want to be, they have to be doing their legal work, just like you said. They cannot be interfering with the activities on ground, with the activities of the Biafran Republic government, or with the activities of the Prime Minister. It no concern them. Their only concern is what we have told them now. Face your work and do it thoroughly, without any, no chook mad for our matter. We know what we do.
No, Bam. Sorry for interjecting. You don't blame Aloy Ejimako. It's just now that I've come to realize why Aloy started interfering. You see, Aloy here now recounted for us. He went to Umuahia, he won. He went to Were, he won. He went to Aba, he won. He went to Enugu, he won. And after winning all the cases, he has nothing more to do. Ejiofor blocked him through the Nigerian DSS so that he will not participate in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case in Abuja. So he started looking for what to do. You remember?
Let's say Aloy Ejimako participate since. Aloy Ejimako for don't win this thing since, even for the main court.
You know, they say idle man is a devil's workshop. That was when they were able to penetrate him. Since you are not doing anything, why don't you start attacking Simon Ekpa? Then he came in and started telling you Simon want to fight Simon is working with the Nigerian government. Simon is this. That was when he began to go to channel, arise, to read the newspaper, to a script. Mazinan Dekanu says sit at home must stop. Mazinan Dekanu said that Simon Ekpa is not his disciple. Mazinan Dekanu said that there is nothing like government in exile, But now you can see he is now busy and he is now concentrating. And when you look at him, you will see that he's really minding his business, because he's not supposed to interfere in anything with IPOB other than to go to court, settle with the. And we realize one truth from him. He made it clear that with the Nigeria judiciary system, there is no way Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is going to get justice. That means the only justice Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will get is me and you, every one of us watching today, doing whatever we are doing, toppling, doubling, tripling. So,
whereas whatever Ejiofor is telling you is that you are going to see MNK release in November. You are going to see him release in February. You are going to see him release in April. He is giving them hopeless hope every single day. Now, Mazuko just pointed something. I just sat back now and then I was doing going back thing. I said, is this the Ejimako that was reading script for us 3 months ago? Telling us that Oyendu is telling us that he doesn't know us. Telling us that Oyendu is telling us that his disciple is not his own. Telling us that he sent message to come and Sote Okpara or whether Okpara or whether Nameka Ejiofor, the other one came out and said, there is one thing you people don't know. This time on Ekpa, not even they listen to anybody again. Moi, Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa blocked me.
He blocked me. He blocked me. He blocked me.
He said, if you people continue to talk from next year, Simon Ekpa will not answer you.
Yeah, he blocked me.
He blocked me. He blocked everybody. Anybody that says stop, he blocked. Hey! So when I sit back now and see the same Ejimako, just like Mazuko said, an idle man is a devil's workshop.
Exactly.
The same Ejimako that politicians use 3 months ago to be coming to the media every day is granting media press. Not granting media press against the zoo, is granting media press against IPOB. Granting media press against PM. Granting media press against every administrative plan that is coming out from the government. And he destroyed his reputation that time. He destroyed everything that he had worked for since. As at then, we did not even care to recount his effort and every success that he has made in Umuahia, Enugu, Anambra, and all these places. But now that he has now come back to the drawing board and then is now going to follow his legal practitionering work alone, you can see that the respect has now come back to him. And he's now keeping focus. Exactly. Now, he's speaking as someone that was hired or someone that was called upon to come and defend an accused. He's not speaking as an antagonist that is coming to antagonize what IPOB administration and the liberation government is doing. So we don't know whether the Zobo that they gave him to drink before entered his medulla oblongata.
It really did, yeah.
And it be like, say, when he can't go sneeze, he sneezed the Zobo out after 1 month. His brain can't reset. So anyway, we appreciate what the legal team are doing, but as we will always tell Biafran people, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be out through the combination of the legal work and the firepower of the Biafran people. Firepower both from the defense, both from the administration, both from Biafran people that are doing civil disobedience in their own ways and everything. It is one thing for us to have a government in exile and a de facto in the homeland and to also have a defense force. Then it is another thing for the citizenry to implement everything that the government enacts. This is one thing I am so proud of the Biafran people because they understand what they want. They have gone past the time of let us try. Mbando. Now, call somebody from village, now go tell you, say, enough is enough. You know, even make you go try again. He tell you, say, brother, as we the fight they go, no looking back. Oh. Tell PM, say, make you no even listen to anybody. Make you fire the highest gear. Make you press the cylinder where go explode everything. So that everything goes scatter one time. So, I make when we hear Galadima say, they ask Galadima, say, people are dying of hunger. Galadima say, let them die. Let them die so that in their next generation, when they come back, when they give them money to buy their future and destroy their children, destroy their lives, they will know what it means.
Yeah.
Say, let them die. Because the journalist, understanding that he was part of those working to support the government to be. There's one thing in this life. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was working his ass up to see that one Nigeria becomes a better place. Our prime minister sacrificed so much to see that Nigeria becomes a workable state. All of us here have sacrificed in one way and another to see that Nigeria becomes a workable place. We have defended Nigeria. We have done all we can and we have sacrificed for Nigeria so that our children that will come to be can have a living home. But it is vanity upon vanity. So when you get to a point of it is no more working and then you decide to turn back, nah, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. So you cannot kill Galadima because he was supporting the government before. Galadima has seen hell. The Shiite Muslims have been massacred. It was the massacre of the Shiite Muslims that skyrocketed the awareness of Biafra the more. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started talking, Biafrans' lifeless bodies were not on the ground. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started talking because he saw what was done to the Shiite Muslims in the far north, where they massacred Muslims. By who? The Fulani Islamic jihadist terrorists. That is why when he started talking, he said, I am speaking for the entirety of the oppressed in one Nigeria. Because as at then, the target was the Hausa people that has been conquered by the Fulani Islamic jihadist terrorists. And then they were not taking him serious. But today, the reverse has been the case. So Galadima speaks from his heart and from his mind. Whether he was the flag bearer to Buhari, or whether he was the cup bearer to the wine cup bearer, or the kitchen cook, or the chef, it doesn't matter. If our PM, if our Oyendu that carry flag to protest for Nigeria is today now telling you that we must destroy that Nigeria, you should understand what it means. So let's continue marching again. Vam, over to you. Sorry, say I collect your word from out.
No, you no collect them at all. You no collect them. You know, it's good to interject, especially when we are teaching this critical issue. So, Biafrans, the bottom line is that you see all the victories that Mazi Aloy. I would prefer to call him Mazi because Mazi is an honorable name for a Biafra. Somebody who, you know, has done well. You know, one beautiful thing is, you know, if you check the story of the prodigal son had the best of life when he came back to his father. I'm telling you, that's the best of life. You know, I am a living proof of that.
Hey, wait. Because as you call top prodigal son now, don't make us remember something. Some people say you be prodigal son. Then now you don't destroy IPOB before too much and you attack PM too much. They say make we use biggest hammer kill you.
In a lot of the prodigal son, now they enjoy the father's blessing
Now
pass.
him be the thing now where you dey talk now and say, now you need to enjoy the blessing pass. Because even as they say, kill him, your blessings is doubling.
Telling you.
Doubling.
I'm
Doubling. So as they are gathering in the inner room, so will their plot fall on their head. And more blessings are going to come to you. There is one thing in this life: who God help, and who God bless, no man can curse. If you want to continue to be Samo, continue. But you people should learn from Ejimako first before you even talk of our fam.
I don't know whether we'll get that video. You get that video when PM share. Mr. Ibu of Blessed Memories. Mr. Ibu say, "Obro kwamu anabia, Otalia anabia, obro kwamu anabia." You know, maybe they shock. You know, you see us now. Today is Sunday. Where sometimes people are in the park, people are in the street, we enjoy, but we come here to deliver the gospel of the kingdom, you know, with love and excitement. And somebody will say, he don't do this, so I crucify him. Prime Minister say, if you fight person when he hand they clean, now you do yourself. By the time God come begin flog you, not be with the flog, that God they flog. So you see, and you see the passion with which Aloy used to silence them in that court when they were trying to say, Simon, he said, shh. And I saw in his eyes that blazing fire of, don't go there, because I got go there before. Don't go there. If you go there, anything you see, you take. You know, you open your eye like this. Don't go there.
Bam. That is very place. Now they make me, they sit down and think, say, is this the Aloy that carry script where they write, can't give up? Come they call the name Simon Ekpa many times. Now me this man where we say the first man in the can make a comment on Simon Ekpa. Now they push journalists out.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
Don't go there. Oyendu, that is not what we are here for. Focus on your legal proceeding. I say,
Even Emmanuel Kanu for the street, well, that place where they for carry that idiot, carry and go one corner. Emmanuel Kanu,
tell them make they carry and come out. He said
it's an nuisance.
Nuisance. We are talking of how my brother will be free. You are here committing nuisance. I beg, take him out. And they took the bunch of tortoise out.
Emmanuel Kanu tell us, say, no, that's not what we're talking about now. He said, what do you know? You know that anything. Man could have carried this goat to go one corner, make it back.
The goat that could not enter inside the court. He was not allowed inside the court, you know.
He was not allowed
inside the court.
Yes.
No, Oyendu had stopped him from coming close to him long before now.
Love.
So, but Ejimako really surprised us. I didn't know that he will only stop there in what he did in the court too. When he now went to Arise,
yes,
I went to TVC. All of them were trying to carve out Simon Ekpa from his mouth to use it to join with MNK. That last blast where he can't give the journalist, he said, I came here as legal practitioner of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and I expect you to ask me questions in line with the legal proceedings. Why are you now asking me questions about IPOB administration? I say, I say, when did the game change?
Game changer. You know, man, sorry. You know what he come out from that last that particular interview. Give your mommy that phone. Give it. So when they come out from that Arise interview, after that Arise interview, that Okoko, that Abali Diego for Germany, now immediately come to broadcast. He said, "Let me now tell you people that you don't need to lie. Simon Ekpa is in charge. He's in charge. I tell you, Simon Ekpa, Allah Ejimako can never condemn Simon Ekpa. If you think you can make it condemn him, he cannot. As he finished that one, the Burumiri can come and say, he says Simon Ekpa. Do you remember when Simon Ekpa told you that he's like kerosene, that he will sink in like kerosene? It's true. It's true that he has sinking like kerosene.
He said, Bridget Okafo, I don't blame her so much. But the kerosene way that they used to when I the food in the cash fire.
Oh boy. This anybody will never see understand. Say our PM now no go area as far as Biafra is concerned. And he's the finisher. Last bus stop. Last bus stop. I'm telling you, the Biafra movement, Biafra freedom, you don't go past this stage where at this stage where they now. If you don't deliver, that means the whole world go end. Everybody go, the whole world go end. That the end we day so for our freedom. The last bus stop. No other person can do it again. Because the time of God, you don't reach the end where we say Biafra. You don't feel past there again. Now there day now. You just did there now. So that is what people like Aloy encountered, people like Emmanuel encountered, Burumbiri encountered, all of them have encountered. Everybody that thought it is something that they could stop, they've encountered it and they have given up. Now, the zoo have encountered it. But because of their pride and their deceptive glory, you know, everybody know that Nigeria is no longer, has never been and will never be giant in any way. But because of that, their deceptive glory of giant of Africa, giant where only one young man from Finland, one young man. So they sit down for their own parliament, Senate president, they tell them for their parliament, this man is the real original governor of the Southeast. I never see that country before. How can it be said? Even Mazin Namikan, I don't know whether they have played that tape to our leader. If our leader want that tape, where Akpabio in the Senate chamber, leading the Senate with his the eyes have it. With that is I have it. Then there they say Simon Ekpa is the real governor of the Southeast. Will give glory to Chukwuka and say, I said it before that he's bringing the new dimension. When I was telling my people to listen to him, I knew what I was saying. And it is so beautiful that this finisher is very humble to the core. Very humble. Very humble. So, Allah Ejimako, you deserve flowers for this, but we're going to hold it for now. When all is done, I'm telling you, you are going to get a bunch of flowers for these things you are doing. Maintain this part and let's have that glory together. I don't know if that video can still play to the end so that I'll deliver my own.
Yeah, we'll go play the video so that we can pick some points. We just wish, as we praise Ejimako, make you no go carry palm wine drink, forget himself.
No, I said we hold the flower. The flowers we will give and we see hold on.
Okay. So we're not going to release that.
We can take it back.
And we can take it back anytime.
Hold the flower.
All right, we'll move.
POB in 2017, in terms of the proscription, was a stark evidence of discrimination, which is unconstitutional under Section 42 of the Constitution. We have been saying that until last year in October, when a High Court agreed that that is so. We had figured that in an enlightened society.
Of course, because many people may not understand some things here. When our legal team makes reference to IPOB's subscription, or whether a proscription, or whether a subscription, or whether a branding or nicknaming terrorists, this was not done by the Fulanis directly themselves. This was done, next time we will look for that video, where we had conglomerate of our governors and ministers and senators of our own lands because they have collected money from the zoo. The money that they were giving them in white and brown envelopes, all the corruption money, the oil and gas money that is coming out from the eastern region, which they are collecting the money and eating. No development, no road construction. When you had a Baribe tell you how much was allotted to his own constituency, then you go and look for how many construction was done, how many development were done, or which school was brought to standard, or which industry was erected, which job was created for the youth, or which social amenities has been put in place, or which rehabilitation has been done to some people that their brains have been deranged. Because there has been a report where certain numbers of people in one Nigeria, whether they said, was it 60 million or 6,000? I think they said 60 million. That 60 million of Nigerians are mentally demented. Why? Because of the situation, the day-to-day activities that the country has put everybody in. So people that are supposed to be thinking well are now thinking from their anus. They can't reason very well because the country has made them to become something useless. So, who proscribed IPOB? Who called IPOB terrorists? Who led the way? Who handed them over to the Fulani terrorists? It was the governors that we have, the ministers and the senators and all the enablers that are serving the interests of one Nigeria in Biafra land. These are the people that did what? That came together, proscribed IPOB, carry the name, carry the file, go and hand over and give to who? Fulani government. Because some people may sit down and say, oh, they say proscribe IPOB, it was done by Fulani, it was done by Buhari, it was done by Obasanjo. No, it was our own governors. When you
Our own
see
people.
that we have to be dealing with these people, Idwakanonu must continue. These are the reasons why you need to understand that we have a lot of sabos. Gumi is on the media every day defending the Fulani terrorists. Gumi is negotiating and giving utterances that could set Nigeria on a explosive device.
Mazi Sonny, you know that Gumi said that these people, I saw them. They said they want to be part of the security personnel. Why not give them chance? This is terrorist, though.
Okay.
He said, I saw them. They are very humble. People that are with machine guns. He said they are very humble. They are nomad. They are humble. I saw them. And they say they want to be part of the security, that if we give them chance, they will be able to fetch out the bad ones among them. That why not give them chance? We need to. He said, while he was talking, a military man, a captain, came there and he was telling, are you the one that bought this house? They said, are you the one? He said, the captain put hand in pocket and gave 5 million naira to people that were carrying machine guns. Machine gun. He gave them 5 million to go and buy more bullets. And then, but our own governors proscribed IPOB that are carrying flag. At that time, there was nothing like pump passion or God, anything. Flag, that flag that they waved that time. When governors of Southeast proscribed them. Sorry, Master, for jumping in.
No, thank you, Wachineke. Everything is keying in because that man, that captain that commode money give Fulani terrorists to go and acquire more weapons, actually understands that they are in a conquest agenda, that they are fighting for one cause. That when the Fulani terrorist wins, every Muslim is comfortable. Every Muslim is okay with Islamic jihad. Forget the fact that they will tell you, oh, there are radical Muslims, there are non-radical Muslims, there are Muslims that love to be riotic, there are ones that will cut your heads off and this and that, they are peaceful Muslims. There is nothing like peaceful Muslim. When time reach for Muslim to fight for the dignity of Islam, that is when you will understand what jihad means. That is when you will understand that jihad, the word jihad, is inside the book, Quran, that it is not in the Bible. And the meaning of the jihad is well explained inside the Quran. And every Muslim is comfortable with it. It is something that you must live up to it. So you don't come to a certain point and then you say, you say, I deny jihad, or I will not carry out jihad. Then that means you're not a Muslim. From that very point, they will now regard you as a Christian, as an infidel, and what will happen to you is that they put knife on your head and cut you off. So no Muslim we want to shed the blood of a fellow Muslim, but rather they will prefer they stand together to destroy you. Gumi, that even said, these people wants to be part of the security. Gumi is telling you as if he doesn't know that they are already part of the security architecture of one Nigeria. All the repentant Boko Haram that they put into the army, the Air Force, the Navy, the police, the civil defense, where are they getting them from? So when Gumi said the people are willing to be part of the security architecture, Gumi is actually telling you, give them another chance. Take them back in. I know that you already have many of them that are in the security architecture. Bring more of them. Let them come back again. Because they know the more you have them in the security architecture, the more the country shrinks. The more the foundation of the country gets withered. The more the thing is getting to the point of destruction. But when you are taking many of them out of the system, they don't have much information on how and when to strike and how to destroy and where to tackle best. So Gumi was actually telling you, if you bring more of us into the security architecture, that will help us to destroy this Nigeria today, Islamize everybody, cut everybody's head, and then take over one Nigeria, one hand. That's the message Gumi was like trying to pass. The bone of contention here is that Gumi is there to defend the Fulani Islamic jihadist terrorists. Gumi will even tell you that if you, federal government, don't come and negotiate with these our foot soldiers, with these our terrorists, because they said they are the soldiers of the caliphate, they are our own freedom fighters, they are fighting to defend Islamic jihad. Gumi will tell you, if you don't come and negotiate with them, but you're coming with kinetic, that you are going to face more school abductions. You are going to face more kidnapping, that there are going to be more bombing in Abuja and many other places. And he will say it on national TV, nothing will happen. The last one he said was to Channel Television. He said, more of our Fulani brothers are coming in from all over Africa into Nigeria to come and join forces with the ones that we have to do what? To fight this ethnic cleansing, to fight this war of jihad. But we find it very appalling that while Gumi is speaking boldly for jihad like this, we see governors and senators and ministers of Biafran extract coming together to sit down to say, I proscribe IPOB. Instead of you to say you proscribe the Fulani terrorists, Neowodo was telling you, anytime you kill one Fulani man, that him will kill you because of killing one Fulani man. I wish Neowodo can still open his mouth today again and say all those things when he see dead bodies of babies and children. Because as at that time, the position that they put him was very, very okay for him. Because when Fulani gives them one position, they can promise Fulani terrorists the intestine of their grandchild. They will promise Fulani terrorists the intestine of their unborn grandchild when never even come. But now when people say the game don't change, I wish they could have that courage to open their mouth and to say the same thing again. So Biafran people, we want you to understand that Fulani terrorists did not proscribe IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra, you and I. It was our governors, because of their love of money and pride and fame and position in one Nigeria authority, that saw it right to them that if Biafra comes, that the corruption will end and they will not be making money again. Because Biafra that we are building is not a place where you will turn the public treasury into your private business. It is not where the taxpayers' money will be used for your personal trip. It is not where the taxpayers' monies and the revenues will be used for your family dreams. It is not where the dividends of democracy derived from the natural resources will now be shared among senators for them to go and sit down and eat and enjoy and be using big cars. It is not where the newspaper that the senator will be reading, just to read newspaper. You now use the taxpayers' money to pay for his newspaper just because you want to read newspaper. You want to go for a walk just to jog. You now pay for him going to jog. So even when he mess, even when he shit, you carry taxpayers' money, pay for them. That is not going to happen in the Biafran Republic. So the nations of Biafra has a different mandate for the Biafran people, and that is transparency. Chineke, over to you, please.
Yeah, Mazugo.
Okay. Well, Biafrans, if we listen very well to what Mazaloy is saying, you will find out that nothing, absolutely nothing anybody is going to do other than what you and me can do. And when you look back now, you'll find out that Mazaloy Ejimako now finally has come to fight for the freedom of Mazenam Dekano. Somebody was telling me the other day, remember he's in Nigeria, he may be bought over. No problem. Until he get bought over, we will know. We will know. But in as much as he's doing the needful, we must say the truth. He is now doing the needful. And when you look, you'll find out that Mazenan Decano's helped everything depend on me and you and the legal team. So we must all work together. We must all do everything together to support them. Without us, they can't do anything to free Mazenan Decano. He have already made it clear that Mazenam Decano is not going to get justice. You can imagine when a lawyer will come out to tell you that he is not expecting justice from what he is seeing today, and even tell it to the face of the judge herself that this thing you are doing, I'm not expecting justice. So I want us all to wake up. I beg everybody, let us all wake up. Let us all join hands together in fighting for our own freedom. And I want you to know that until that November 2nd, you will begin to see everything. Those of you that are scared of one thing or the other that may happen or that might happen, I want to tell you, excuse me, I want to tell you all that nothing you are scared of that you would see tomorrow that you have not seen today. Everything you are scared of, everything you are scared of seeing. You see, what we are seeing today is just what our fathers saw in the 1970s, 60s, 1960 to 1970. What we are seeing today, they are no different. Even this one is more dangerous. That is why you must stand up. Those of you that think you are in diaspora, you don't have anything, I want you to remember that in diaspora will not remain comfortable or accommodating forever. It will not. You will remain a stranger. A stranger will remain a stranger. Remember the children of Israel at the first, they were comfortable until they were reminded that this place, so no be your papa house, so our children don't grow. That plot of land given to you, you bought with your own money. A time will come when they will tell you, my children need land to build on. My children, my generation need a place to live. So we must all fight to liberate our generation. Even if you are not interested, think of your generation to come. Think of your fathers, think of your brothers, think of your lineage, think of your lineage, your ancestral lineage. We know get choice but to fight for this freedom. I have been saying this, and we don't have option. There is nothing like if we don't get Biafra now, this. We must work, we must fight, we must liberate ourselves. Everybody have a part to play. Our people, our men are there fighting inside, outside daily to make sure this freedom come. And those that are there fighting that this Biafra will not come, you can see that they are now all confused. They are all confused. And anybody by this time that is still listening to the fallen demons or the fallen apprentice demons, rather, Till now, I think you are a confused person as well. You need a deliverance, and we'll have Prophet Udumeje that will deliver you. I mean it. So let us all rise up. Let us all wake up. Let us all defend our own life. Our leader Mazen Negalo said that there's a time you fight to defend something that is more important and more valuable than life itself, and that thing is honor. It is called honor. We must all come out to defend our honor. Thank you.
Sorry, my turn again. Sorry, play the video.
Maybe we should just start the video from the top again so that it will correspond very well.
I should start it all over again.
Make it play from top to finish.
Okay.
Before the African Commission on Human and People's Rights, complaining about the Python dance and proscription of IPOB, and he won. The African Commission, which is a branch of the African Union, wrote a letter to the then president calling for implementation of certain things they asked him to do. One of them being that he should thenceforth cease and desist from further prosecutions or law enforcement actions against IPOB members, and in particular Mazen Nnamdi. That decision was ignored. The United Nations intervened in 2020 and 2021 with similar decisions. Those two were also ignored. After his rendition, the United Nations intervened again in July 2021 and issued a celebrated opinion that he should be released unconditionally. That too was ignored. Now, a federal high court sitting in Omaha in October 2022 issued a decision condemning his detention, declaring it illegal and unconstitutional, his current detention in Abuja. That too was ignored. Back in January 2022, a high court of the state of Abia had awarded him 1 billion naira as compensation for the damages he suffered or that issued from that infamous Python dance. Payment of that compensation is outstanding, so also is the apology to him that the court had ordered. And then finally, last year in October, a high court in Enugu State declared that the executive or administrative actions taken by the Southeast governors and the federal government back in 2017 to proscribe IPOB and declare it a terrorist organization, those actions were unconstitutional under Section 42 of the Constitution. This is important because all Nigerians are supposed to be treated equally. What had happened to IPOB in 2017 in terms of the proscription was a stark evidence of discrimination, which is unconstitutional under Section 42 of the Constitution. We have been saying that until last year in October, when a high court agreed that that is so. We had figured that in an enlightened society such as ours, which is subject to rule of law, the federal government would have taken steps pursuant to that judgment of October last year to file some sort of an application to withdraw the proscription of IPOB as it is, and to cancel the terrorist toga that is placed on IPOB. Why? Because that very proscription in 2017, being ex parte, did not give opportunity to IPOB or any of its members to make representations as to why it should not be proscribed or as to why it should not be declared a terrorist organization. That offends Section 36 of the Constitution, which required that any law that derogates from the right of any Nigerian, his right to fair hearing, should have given him an opportunity to make representations. So these are the several violations. And unfortunately, These violations have led to incalculable damage to citizens of this country, to innocent people, mostly in the South.
No vex. Oh my goodness me. Do you know that many Biafrans in their thousands have suffered because of this proscription? Do you know? And now, Biafrans, there's something I need to suggest now. Who were those governors in 2017 that were responsible for this proscription? We need to eternalize them. We need to immortalize them. We need to write their names on the sands of the soil, that these people, they have the blood of Biafrans in their hands and their heads. And I know they are still alive. Most of them are no longer governors, if not all of them. We need to name them. If there's anybody that knows them, we need to name them and make sure we make their name go viral on daily and on weekly basis. That these people are murderers of our time. These people are Hitlers of our time. IPOB, you know what? IPOB. Your own people that have no guns, have no weapons. ESN was not even in the, ESN was not yet in the bowels of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a then. He has not thought of it as a then. These people proscribed their own people. And do you know that up to tomorrow, if these people were not animals that they are, and we need to make sure we immortalize this their crime, we make sure we write them on marbles, and until their souls will never go to soil or go to hell to rest in peace. We must make sure of that, because up to today they have not called for the cancellation of terror, making their own people to be referred to as terrorists. It got to a point, if not that our prime minister have made it clear to the whole world that Biafrans are not terrorists, that IPOB right now is now a government, and today they can now report us without even saying the proscribed, because before now, anytime they report IPOB, you must hear the proscribed, and then some people may not have even known that the people that made you that proscribed are people that speak your language, eat your food, people that understand the four-market days of Biafra, and these people must not go unpunished. If they are still alive, of which I know they are, we need to, people should write their names on the comment section. We'll publish them here, and we'll keep reminding the whole world that these are the set of Biafrans that will never go unpunished. Anywhere we see them, we must never forgive them. Never. No, why? Even if they beg for forgiveness, we will not forgive them, because many souls have been laid to rest because of this wicked act of proscribing their own people that they know are not terrorists. At the time when people were crying and saying, why is Boko Haram not called a terrorist? Why is ISWAP not called a terrorist? Why are bandits being called bandits? Why are Fulani herdsmen being decorated with AK-47, not called terrorists? Okay, Bazu, one, who was the governor of Anambra State at that time? Who was the governor of Imo State at that time? Who was the governor of Enugu State at that time? Who was the governor of Delta State at that time? Who was the governor of Devumahi? Thank you. What's the state of Devumahi again? Ebonyi State. Please, their names should be put in one letter. We'll make them very bold so that Biafrans will know Devumahi. Okay, I think, was it Willie Obiano that was the governor of Anambra State at that time? I can't remember. And then that one of Imo State. We must make sure we immortalize them in the hearts of Biafrans, and make sure that Biafrans know that forever and ever, as long as they live and their children are born, these people, Devumai, Okezi Bazu, Sulevan Chime, and every one of them must remain enemies of Biafrans forever and ever and ever and ever. Rocha Sokorocha, they will never be forgiven. I don't know what my comrades need to add to this, please.
Maze Vam Vam Vam, waiting you the talk day in order, because these people waiting they do now waiting they buy an apoya echeta ebebe. Because if you look at what is happening in the north, you can imagine that the Fulanese will come out, defend somebody. You see that carry the knife, cut another person's neck like goat, butcher people like goat, carry kidnap little children, demand ransom. Tomorrow they come out openly, not secretly, not in a secret meeting, in Nigeria own media, in Nigeria own mainstream media. They will come out and tell you these people are hungry. That is why they are doing what they are doing. These people need you, government, to build them houses, build them schools, build them hospitals, give them loans. And you watch the same government pay them. You know, most of us don't even know that the so-called every child, every person that is a Boko Haram member, family member, that have accepted that they are repentant once now, they receive minimum of 30,000 naira allowance monthly.
Can you imagine that?
The video is there. I can't find it now, but I will get time and look for the video. I'll bring it up. So in a time like this, I'll be flashing it for you to see. And the time their allowances were delayed for 2 weeks, they went to the street and protested that the allowance has not been paid after 2 weeks delay, and nothing happened. Nobody carried gun, no, nobody shoot them, nobody tear gas them. But you will say you be one Nigeria, Yoruba or be you anything, I don't care. You only demanded that the hike in the school fees is too much, from 20,000 to 200,000 naira, and you were shot, you were tear gassed, you died, you were brutalized, you were beaten. Do you know that there are commissions for the children of Amajiris? Do you know? Signed by Tinubu today. Commission for Amajiris.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we dey hear you. You're welcome back.
Yes,
I actually went to look for that video of the governors that prescribe IPOB. I just posted it on Twitter now, so you can pick it there.
All right, let me bring it. So when you hear we come here crying, we are not just crying because we don't have. We are crying because that this song that say "Aqua munya nepene metianobi," the cry of our people, the cry of our people, they touch us for heart. Now this one where they write DOS are wise.
Yes.
Okay.
The Southeast governors.
You do struggle to a certain point. There are loopholes we have. And let me tell you something. Kambakunia, you cannot get Biafra if you neglect the political class in Biafra land. You must always have a strategy to negotiate.
The prevailing security situation in the Southeast and its attendant consequences. The Southeast governors hereby resolve as follows. 1. All activities of IPOB are hereby prescribed. IPOB and all other agreed groups are advised to articulate.
The Southeast governors met yesterday and resolved as follows. All activities of IPOB are hereby prescribed. What that means is that all activities, That means you cannot gather for a meeting, anything under the name of IPOB. More so, the federal government, I think 2 days ago, has now classified, just like they did for Boko Haram, they've now classified IPOB as a terrorist organization. To fly around and see whether there are gatherings of cows or anything. Then we send the Bietiala, who is my staff. Bietiala is the government of another president. You know, to go to those.
Same way as the Sultan spoke. Any Igbo man who touches a northerner in Igbo land should first kill John Nyawodo.
Onye Igbo ọrụ asịsị wetakwa ya n'obodo a mụnwa bụ Nyawodo ga-abụ sabọtụ a.
Stand here and kept here. It won't happen to leaders from other parts of the country, and we are not happy about it. We are not happy about it.
Hey! Hey! And these people are still alive. And what are you saying? You know, and when Marcelo Ejimako defeated them and won the victory, that proscription was an error and they should apologize and pay damages for what they have done. These governors were not brought to book. Biafrans, we kept quiet as if nothing was done. Do you know the level of victory, that the level of vindication that was? Do you know that it means that all these governors should be behind bars? Because it criminalizes Willie Obiano. Sullivan, what's the name of that governor? The Enugu governor there, it was not Sullivan.
Omai.
It was no,
Omai.
the Enugu. Omai was
Ikbazu.
No, Ikbazu is Abia.
Abia.
What is that man name?
Ugwai. Yeah. Please, somebody should write their names out so that we'll put it here. Write the names out on the comment section. Ifeanyi Ugwai, attach the place. Enugu. Ifeanyi Ugwai, Enugu. Willie Obiano, Anambra. Dave Umai, who happened to be the announcer, Ebonyi. Then Imo, the Imo one, we didn't. Imo was Hope. Now, was it Hope there? Hope, no. Hope was not there that time. Rochas Okorocha. Rochas was one of Imo.
Rochas.
Please don't write it separate. Write it in one comment, one full comment in capital letter, because this broadcast is going, it has to go international. People should know that there's a reason for this thing coming up now. These people are
it is it is going because our PM is streaming it as well.
PM is streaming this broadcast.
Yeah.
Oh, it's again. So this thing is going, it has to go international. So please write the names of these governors in capital letters. Ifeanyi Ugwai, Enugu, attach it Enugu. Imo State is Rochas Okorocha, attach Imo State. Dave Umai, attach it Ebonyi. Captain of the group. He was Dave Umai. He's the one that.
And they should not remove Nyawodo because he was in the Senate then.
Yes, and then
he was the one that said, before you touch a Funane man, you must kill me first.
And he spoke it from inside the Senate.
Please, somebody should write the names of these people and make it in block letters. We need to make posts about them. And it has to go viral. Either we make so that you understand what we are talking about. These people, they have blood in their hands. And the lawyer Ejimako defeated them in the zoo court. And they were convicted. Because what that victory means is that they were convicted to have murdered fellow Biafrans in cold blood. You saw the idiotic drunkard, that drunkard of a governor of Anambra State, Willie Obiano, coming out boldly to tell you that just like Boko Haram, IPOB are now like terrorist group that you cannot gather. You see, the reason why they were made to agree to that and do it so that you will no longer gather. They know that you are not a terrorist. You only gather to have fellowship. You only gather to pray. You only gather to plan how the future will be bright for you. You do not gather to plan how to go and take over another person's land, how to go and invade another person's country, how to go and rape and kidnap people. That's not the reason why we gather. After that proscription, we saw the next gathering of Biafrans in Abia State where they went to pray. The videos are there. Only that we cannot play it here. Where they went to pray, they were shot at direct with gunpoint. Biafrans youths that were carrying flags, they were bleeding. Everybody that died during that period, their blood is in the head of these governors and the Nyamodo that we need to make sure their name go viral again now, so that they will never go scot-free. Please, I want our voices to go high on this, please.
The fear of let Biafra never come to be. Now, after the genocide of 66 to 70s, there has been suppression and blockading of Biafrans, extortion of all kinds by using roadblocks and checkpoints. Now, instead of you to have had leaders or rulers that should have come up and say, why do you have uncountable numbers of roadblocks and checkpoints in Biafra land, which you don't have in the far north? When you're traveling to the far north, you see nothing on the road. It's the only way you call that you're looking for Ishba police, that they will not take you to where they are. If for them to block you on the road, extort money from you, no. But in Biafra land, it has been extortion on the road, extortion in their resources in the communities. Then they will now pay some 5% of this extorted money to these leaders of criminal groups that you see here. These people that just came out and say we are proscribing IPOB. So for them not to stop collecting this money, because you coming out speaking of Biafra again, you have come to reignite the fire of transparency. You have come to reignite the fire of freedom. You have come to put an end to their criminality. You have come to unravel everything that they have been doing in the dark. No, it's, oh, these people are going to come and expose us. So all of us, governors and senators and ministers, we are criminals. So we have been stealing money, we have been stealing revenues, we have been stealing everything. We have not been developing any community. We have not been building the roads, neither any infrastructure that will even create jobs for the people. So we need to look for a way of making sure this youth that have arisen again does not come and destroy our bread. This thing is like a very simple arithmetic. Carry bread, put for a person's mouth. Then carry stone, put for another person's mouth. Tell the two of them to bite. See who can bite and who can enjoy. Then by the time you commode the one where bread there for a mouth, come go commode the other one stone. Come put for this one mouth where been carry bread before. Look at the reaction. Then carry that bread where been there for the other person's mouth before. Go put for the mouth where you remove stone. And see the jubilee. See the joy and happiness that one will get. So these people now turn us to stones and then carry the bread where we for take feed, put for their mouth, they enjoy with them, with only their families. So the uprising of the Biafran people is like they have seen slavery approaching them. Did you even listen to Obiano? Obiano said, no gathering of IPOB of any kind. Just the gathering, or not even the declaration of the restoration of the independent state. Just the gathering. The gathering alone is the beginning of fear and wisdom that Biafra is here. So because of only this gathering, you now say they are now as Boko Haram. We have to tag them as Boko Haram so that when they hear that they are as Boko Haram, everybody will come and clamp down on them and kill them all. But you forget that you yourself, you're still IPOB now. Obiano, you are IPOB. Okay. Rocha Sokoracha, you are IPOB. Willie Obiano, you are IPOB. The other one was on for Senate talk, say if they touch any Fulani man, they will come for your head. Or you will come for your head. You are IPOB. Therefore, man, you are IPOB. All the governors that we were speaking, all of them are IPOB. That is why, Willie Obiano, when you finish your tenure, where did you end up? You handed over office to Soludo. You did not even wait for 24 hours to finish. You were running out of Nigeria because you know they will come for your head because of the corruption. Because you cannot serve the zoo and then go back to enjoy. You must go back in shame. Within the same 24 hours that you handed over power, you don't already buy ticket. Your flight don't already they wait for you. You come out from the inauguration ground. They run, they go to jump, enter flight. You reach there. They catch you. You wanted to do Japa syndrome. Because now you people teach us Japa and I go destroy the place, finish. Then I want Japa. But when you did in power, they tell us, oh, the country is good, the government is good, we are doing everything. But when you just come down from that seat, you want to Japa. Where the Japa they go? So Biafran people, make una see the people where Jimako they talk about. No be Fulani prescribe you. These are the evil that prescribe you. This is why these people, they know that if they should allow you to do everything now, that you're going to come for their heads tomorrow. That is why they rather continue to be devil than for them to have a change of mind. But you know what? We prefer them to continue to be devil till Biafra comes. Till we declare Biafra in December. We want them to continue to be this devil. They should continue to harden their mind. They should not come back and come down from their high horse and come and plead for apology from the Biafran people. They should continue like this till we declare Biafra on the 2nd of December. After the declaration of Biafra, that is when the game will be in a different dimension. After you do that thing finish, you go to Abuja, see how you're being treated as slaves. They put you for ground. Even to enter court, mbano. But Fulani man, go enter inside this court. If you sell your brother, how do you expect the people that you sold them to trust you again? They can never trust you now. Because if they trust you, you wake up one night and cut their heads off. Because the same hand that you use to collect money and exchange Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's life, it is that same mindset that you wake up in the midnight, carry knife, go cut the heads of their children, come on. So they are afraid of you and they know you. That is why any of you will serve them finish for governor or president or senate or a House of Assembly or national or speaker or police or navy or air force, they will come for you because they know what they use you to do. They don't want you to come and unravel it. If you try to unravel it, they will buy you because they use you to buy your brothers and sisters. I saw Peter Obi. Peter Obi said he wants to leave a Labour Party back to PDP. I said, oh, so the contract of UK government has expired because he was contracted to come and then distort the focus of Biafrans.
Sorry, Mazi Sonny. Mazi,
Yes.
go ahead, display the write-up. Thank you very much, Beauty for Christ. I copied it from you one by one so that it will be bold. Thank you very much. Mazi, go ahead.
Yes, thank you, watching again. So the contract of UK, which they brought Obi and said, Obi, since the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we have seen that there is one indomitable man that has arisen and he is using a conglomerate of Biafrans to make sure the air wave of Biafra does not come down. He is intensifying the air force so everywhere they bomb. So Obi, we know that Biafrans knows you, and with you, we will be able to melt their minds. They contracted you. You came, you carried out your part of the game, and then it came to this point now that you are still a failure. Now he wants to go back to the same PDP, which they called him out overnight to go over to Labour Party under the auspices of UK government. Does these people even have shame at all? And those people that were shouting obedient, 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 do they now understand it very well now? that Obi was on a contract term with UK government. Because UK is trying to protect their interests of oil and gas. They are trying to protect their company, Niger Royal Company. It was owned and managed by a British council. And up till now, that company has not been sold off. That is why the Accountant General of One Nigeria had to go all the way to UK to go and do workshop to give accountability of Nigeria to the UK government. And they did not ask questions. So, which day have you ever seen the Accountant General of UK government coming to Nigeria to come and give you account of UK government? Or to come and give you account of the oil and gas or the bitumen that is sold in UK? But in your own case, the Accountant General of Nigeria, instead of giving you, Nigerian people, the account of how your revenues are going, of how the taxes are being derived, of how the dividends of democracy is going to be distributed to every man, of how much is being extracted of oil and gas in your own community, they are going to UK to go and give account to UK government. Does that explain something to you? When it was time for elections, all the presidential aspirants, they went to UK and America to go and give their manifestos. You are going to give UK and America your manifestos in Chatham House, telling them how you are going to help them to enslave the indigenous people in Nigeria for the next 8 years, so that their interests of political, monetary, and slave mentality can continue to engross the existence of humanity in Nigeria. And all of you are not thinking. And here you are seeing another one from our own extract. Our own indigenous senators, ministers, and governors are the ones assembling themselves to do the work that our enemies are supposed to have done. While our enemies are aligning themselves together to fight us, our own indigenous brothers and sisters of governors and ministers and senators are the ones taking the lead to carry our names, to go and give our enemies and tell our enemies, kill us! Because we deserve to be killed.
Sorry, my son. The other one name is missing. I have corrected it now. Please put the last one. Okezi Bazu was missing. The guy be one run. I don't go catch him. Okezi Bazu be one run. So I don't catch him.
Enugu State. Rochas Okorocha, Imo State. Dave Umai, Ebonyi State. Willie Obiano, Anambra State. Neowodo, self-confessed saboteur. Okezi Bazu, Abia State. Yes. These are the evil men that came together to proscribe IPOB. We know that these are not just all of them, but these are the key factors, the key players that stood and spoke courageously that they have made themselves saboteurs of the Biafran extract. And Biafrans will never forgive them, nor to forget them, because, like my minister said, their proscription of IPOB, them calling IPOB terrorists and tagging them as Boko Haram, is what has given the terrorists in Nigeria the lead, the umbrella, and the shade and the canopy to be able to perpetrate all evils on the indigenous people of Biafra. It is still on this same act that you see that your names and your problems and your issues tabled out here there in the international community, where One Nigeria has lobbied them. Do you people know that the person that was serving as the International Criminal Court Chief Judge till 2021 was a Biafran man from Imo State? Do you people know that? So when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said he has been submitting over 90 pages of petitions of the massacre of Biafrans in Nigeria to International Criminal Court, the same person that was seated there as the Chief Judge of the International Criminal Court was putting all those papers to the trash bin. Because of the connivances of the likes of Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, Rochas Okorocha, Dave Umahi, Willie Obiano, Neowodo, and Okeze Igbazu. So how would they do otherwise? Because because they have to be looking for people that are in the apex of government, aligned with them, try to squash every information that is coming that is supposed to have uplifted the awareness of the Biafran people. They will put all of them to the trash. But we are telling you that all these people will not go free. Yes. We thank God that we have someone that is able to speak up and stand to the defense of the Biafran people. What Ejiofor has been doing was to actually collect the information of the Biafran people and then hand it over to the DSS, hand it over to One Nigeria.
Ejiofor was having meetings with them regularly. Ejiofor was having meetings with them.
Someone like what's the name? The brother of Idarago, Equator. When they went to look for Equator, they did not go to look for Idarago. They went to look for Equator. How did they get to know anything about Equator? They said Equator was one of the ESN commanders. Later they changed the name. It was one of the financiers. Later they say he was one of the loyalists of MNK and IPOB and ESN. So who gave them the information? Because Ejiofor, DOS, they have lists and numbers and names of every IPOB coordinators and treasurers and every executives, both in Biafra land and the diaspora. Because when you enter IPOB, then you must submit and then show yourself as an IPOB member. Your name must be well known so that if anything happens to you, little did we know that you are risking your information into the hands of the terrorist enablers. So wherever they are looking for one person, okay, how about this other brother? This other brother that is writing in the Biafran Writers of Conscience. Is it Emmanuel? They almost killed that guy in Nigeria. Not until our PM wicks him out of One Nigeria. These are the works of DOS. And Ejiofor, who claims to be a lawyer, the greatest and the highest and the most trusted saboteur and betrayer of all times. His best that he can do is to betray the confidence of the Biafran people that was deposited on him. So, my minister, Vam, I leave the mic for you. Make you throw away some pepper, put on top.
Ugosi get many words
Well,
Go ahead.
you see, all these names, they are not enough. As long as I know, as much as I know, every politician, every traditional leader or ruler were all involved. All of them. Because till today, no single one of them has come out to tell you that I am not in support of you proscribing your brothers as criminals or as terrorists. None of them, no one of them. The only person I have heard that said that was Ikenga, Goshin of Imbo. Outside him, none, even Abariba, I don't think I have seen him unless he said it, but I did not see where he said it. But the truth is that all of them, no one has condemned it. So it's either you condemn it or you are with them. So me, I'm not interested. This is why our problems are these people that call themselves politicians. Ejiofor was the eye of Nigeria government Funani in our midst, and we didn't know. While Ejiofor, whenever Ejiofor go to see Nnamdi Kanu, Ejiofor will go back and discuss with the Nigerian politicians and the Biafran politicians. And all these men are working for the interest of one Nigeria. They have told you that instead, have you forgotten, were they not the one that called Obasanjo all the way from Yoruba land to come to Biafra land to tell them again and again that Biafra have died and that they all buried Biafra? And they said yes. Fools! Mokoko. When Biafra, until Biafra get declared these coming few months, it's better they start packing their nose to that north, or they will start turning upside down 90 degrees. They have to retwist or shape their mouth to begin to say the truth. If not, there will be no place for them in Biafra. Like you said, they will be mortalized. They are evil. That is, I don't know the kind of, whether it's in a marble, golden marble, iron, they will look for a steel where their names and what they did, all their doings, all their names will be written one by one. How they have been blackmailing from the time of Juku to this day. They are blackmailed because of their what do you call it, peanuts they get. Look at the P2B. When we tell people that they don't have your interest at heart, nobody want to listen. They will only come there to tell you, we want to make Nigeria a beautiful nation. We want to make Nigeria good. He want to make it good after his 8 years of collecting his own money, natural cake. He will run back to Canada, US, England, where he has been with his family. All of them, none of them lives here with his family. Look at Peter Obina telling you he want to decamp to PDP. What is that telling us? And you are doing LUB, obedient. When we say you obedient fools, they don't understand what we are saying. Shut that door. When we tell you that they are obedient, nobody understands. When he decamped to PDP today, what happened to those people that have died for him? Is he decamping to PDP to become your president or what? What happened to the mandate, P2B mandate? What happened? Did P2B fight for that mandate for 1 minute? No, he did not. All these men you see today have willingly sold their brothers, sold their inheritance, and the buyer will never trust them. They are only like a robot or a puppet. Anytime the puppet refuse or stop working, they will be disposed. Shake all of them. You see MFN today. You see which one again? You see all Jojoka. They are all bargain sentence here. Sentence. Any moment they refuse to do the bidding of their Fulani masters, they will be thrown into prison. So don't expect anything good from them, and we will never look at them for anything good. We they move, we know they look back. As long as we have our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who is our inspiration, we have our leader, Mazen Simon Ekpa, who is there inspiring us, we don't have any other problem. We have nothing to lose. We must continue to fight. We must continue to take instructions from our leaders. These people are not representing any of your interests. Even their own interests, they are not representing, they're only representing the interests of the Fulanese. How many times have you seen a British man coming to Nigeria to tell you his intentions of going into politics? Like Mazi Sonny said before, if you want to run an election, you will have to go and tell them. You have to go conference in Chatham House to make your declaration. Just the same way P2B have to go to North and tell them his intentions. His intentions and what he will do. And he stood there and vow. I vow with my blood. I will defend this federal constitution with all my blood. And the same person that I vowed to defend the federal constitution of Nigeria is the same person that will come to Lagos and tell you that he will amend the constitution. Today he's running to PDP. The war we are scared of is already, we are already surrounded with the war. We can't escape it, no matter how scary it looks. And we have no choice but to engage. That's the only way out. Even if you are the worst coward, though, you are the weakest, though, you have to do something before you die. Because this thing now, where you see, where we inside, now something where there is no way out. We are just like in a way that you are like this, you can't turn, you can't even turn left or right. You have to keep moving. So the only way is anything before you have to go down for you to pass. If you refuse to do it, that thing will get you down. And if it gets you down, the people behind you will get it down. So don't think you will be Agada Bachiruzo. No, Agada Bachiruzo is no longer working. You must work together to bring this Biafra. If you refuse, Biafra will come. But where will you be? Will you be among those that will be tales by moonlight, when the elders will sit down to tell? Somebody like Willie Obiano was there saying Biafra will not come. Somebody like, what is that one that say he will die before any Funane man die? They will name them before children, and tell you what they played. I believe when they will play, when they will talk about us, they will say, Bam 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 was vandalizing the Funanis. They will say somebody like Chris Biafran's son was Chris Biafralizing Biafrans into redemption. Afokogene was Afokogeneing everything into Biafra restoration. We have to change every narrative. Like I told you before, they told you that they have to tell you how gullible these people are. They went to Delta and they arrested innocent people. Till today, our people are still inside bush, living inside bush for 2 weeks. But today again, the same people that attacked them have attacked them again and killed the soldiers again. I go know whether not those people where they carry go Abuja, they go catch now, or they are going to catch another set of people. Fools. Mazinde Ojare, we move. Like Mazin Sonny is having some network issues.
Thank you, Mazu Go. We have really elaborated on this, and the point has been made. Please, Biafrans, share this broadcast and take screenshots of their names and make it go viral. Maybe we should conclude the video now. Okay, want us to play this?
Sonny wanted to talk about this.
Okay.
Wait, before we talk of this other one, as our legal team said, MNK, or don't expect trial for MNK because DSS don't allow them to discuss anything with our leader before any court appearances. Just like we just played that video where we saw it well explained that the people that proscribed IPOB and took it to federal government are our senators and ministers and governors and leaders. It is the same thing that is happening here that our legal team told you. DSS don't allow us to discuss anything in private with Mazin Nnamdi Kanu about his case before we go for any court appearances. So what are we going to use to defend him in the court? How do we ask him questions or know the answers the way he wants us to present his case in the court? Which people are behind this thing? It is the same Southeastern governors, ministers, and senators, and every other thing that you think of. Because they are not different. They have not finished or they have not stopped the game.
This thing that they did in the proscription of IPOB, they have not stopped in 2024. So after the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in 2021, they are the ones still brainstorming that DSS should not grant you access as the legal teams to sit down, discuss with MNK, hear from him on how to carry out his defense. They are the same people that are giving One Nigeria the boldness that they should not release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that they will make sure they destroy IPOB. They will make sure they destroy the Biafran government in Israel. They will make sure they destroy the Biafran de facto government in the homeland. They will make sure they destroy the Biafran Defense Forces. Categorically, we have heard where many senators and speakers have raised their voices to the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But hopeless of his own is that do not release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because if you release him, he will come and finish us. Our own is finished in the east. So just like the governors in 2017 did the proscription, there are other governors in 2021 to 2024 that are now doing what? Holding the ground for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released. So as we count the names of the Sabos in 2017, these are the ones that proscribed by POB in 2017. We need to also include the names of those ones in 2021 to 2024, because these are the ones, because the first set did their own in proscription. They now transcended the work to the ones that are in power in 2021 to this very day, for them to implement the kidnapping, the massacre, the continuous detention, and the continuous suppression of the Biafran people, and to no release at all. The ones that are seated here now are doing more evil even than the ones that even did the proscription, I tell you. So, all of them, Usodinjo, Soludo, what's the other? Uba,
Wike.
That one cannot be forgotten. The Hitler of River State, that one cannot be forgotten. The massacre of Obi-Igbo Biafrans will be remembered, and we will show him what we mean. All the other governors, Peter, all of you that have come to be in this very 2021 to 2024, all of you are in the same list. And like Mazuko said, all the religious leaders that none of them have condemned what is happening, starting from Ebuka. Ebuka was even the one that told you, you must make sure that Hopeless Usodimma wins the election. You must make sure we don't attack the politicians, because if you attack them, my church businesses will crumble. When you attack the politicians that are killing the youth, killing my congregation members, the tithe offering and baskets will not have something for us to eat from. So because of money, and for the church to stand as a business, you prefer to still upheld the terrorists, upheld the enablers that are actually killing your women and children. So those ones proscribed, these ones did the kidnapping, and there are other ones now that are now making sure MNK does not come out. So we are telling all of you that we need all hands on deck, because the release of MNK is not going to come from one front. But do not forget the people that laid the pace for the Fulani Islamic jihadist terrorists to follow in your land, while in the other far land, their own elders are defending their Fulani terrorists. But in our own land, it is vice versa. They were watching again.
They will, Mazi. Okay, I want to play this one. Let's know that we need to round up quickly, so that we are traveling with PM to Belgium today.
Okay, I'll do that. So do I play the video or do we end up?
No, just play this one, because we just want to extract information from the ending part.
Ox. We are not out against anybody, including people who don't believe in ideology of Biafran struggle. A whole lot of people. I have some brothers who don't believe in IPOP. And reason being, if you ask them why you don't believe, they have their reasons. But my duty is to convince them, to always make them understand that we need to find our ground. I always say to them that this country is owned by all of us, but which people are predominantly occupying every position we have in this country. It's not out of hate. It's not being tribalistic. It's not bringing division. It's not, disrespecting the unity of the country. But the thing is, we have prayed and prayed and prayed and still praying that Nigeria may succeed. But look at the future and the current situation of Nigeria.
And you are praying and praying.
The suffering is not only
Please pause. We don't
on Biafrans.
Pause. Make him not talk again. Someone that your leader is praying for one Nigeria to be destroyed, because one Nigeria has destroyed the lives of everybody. As we speak now, there are people that want Nigeria as destroying their lives through kidnapping and cutting of heads in the far north. It is only in Biafra land that women and children are not being held hostage on daily basis like it is happening in the Middle Belt and in the far north. Why? Because of the existence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because of the existence of Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, because of the existence of the Biafran government in exile, because of the existence of the Biafra Defense Force, because of the existence of the Biafra de facto government in the homeland. The same people that kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the people that you are praying for them to continue to exist. You are praying for them before, and you're still praying for them to become better. This moron that you people listen to here now, before he planned to go to Nigeria to go and bury his parents, he came out on public media and said, I am disowning IPOB. I am denouncing IPOB. Little did we know that his public denouncement of IPOB was for him to prepare the ground to go to Nigeria so that when he gets there, they would not do him anything. On getting there, they granted him Air Force, Navy, Police, Army, and all the one Nigerian terrorist groups. They were protecting him. He has gone and come back now. Somebody that said he doesn't want to have anything to do with IPOB, but now he's going back to talking about IPOB. And he's working so well, praying for Nigeria to become better so that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will continue to die in detention. Can you people understand the point? So, I'll drop the mic here. Pastor Vam, over to you.
Yeah, what actually made me laugh was the way he was romancing. He was romancing the zoo. I don't know how many of us who have watched the movie they called Romancing the Stone. This idiot was romancing the zoo. He said, it's not about disunity. I'm not against, maybe you should play it again so that you will see the romance. At the point where he was there caressing and romancing the zoo. Maybe we should call him Mr. Romancer, Mr. Lover of the zoo. As you go, I mean, they don't tell you, say, you go to surprise for phone, but they don't tell and say, zoo don't catch fire. Because the news I had to hear, they tell me, say, fire is burning in Nassau Rock. That kind of news now I hear. But you go, is fire burning in Nassau Rock? I'm going to put that video again, play him, make we hear the idiot voice, where he's romancing the zoo.
Make I end them.
No, play that Burumiri. I want to hear something for that Burumiri.
Which one?
Burumiri.
May I replay again?
Burumiri, play. Play the Burumiri.
We are not out against anybody, including people who don't believe in ideology of Biafran struggle. a whole lot of people. I have some brothers who don't believe in IPOP. And reason being, if you ask them why you don't believe, they have their reasons. But my duty is to convince them, to always make them understand that we need to find our ground. I always say to them that this country is owned by all of us.
Help me pause for 1 minute.
Which people are predominantly
just let me make something very clear. I have friends, I have brothers that are Biafrans. Let me tell you, there is nothing awesome about you if you don't believe in IPOB. You know, hear this guy say, I have awesome brothers that don't believe in IPOB. Let me tell you, as far as I am concerned, and I understand that Nigeria means death, Nigeria means criminality, Nigeria means everything evil, and you do not believe in Biafra, that means life. There's nothing awesome about you. You are nothing but poor. You are nothing but, no matter how rich you are, no matter how handsome and beautiful you are, before me, you look like shit. If you don't believe in Biafra, with everything happening in Nigeria today, I will never give you the benefit of being awesome or being good. Or this guy is romancing the enemies. Let me tell you, Mazin Nandekano at the point said, anybody that say he's a one Nigeria, he said, I hate you with passion. Because you cannot just be in the zoo and see what the zoo is like, the direction of the zoo, and yet you will have anything good to say about the zoo. Do you understand? Auto TV, what you say you are waiting? You are waiting for what? But please send me the link to register for my identity card. To register for identity card, go to the Prime Minister's website. Go to the Prime Minister's Twitter. You see all the links there. Okay? All right. Or you call me after the program. So you see, there's nothing good about Nigeria to be admired. Nigeria is dirty. Shall play this scene. I don't need to waste so much time on this guy. Let me just analyze that part where he's romancing the zoo. Then we'll go and the rest and for the Belgium, because my flight is warming up now to fly to Brussels. Mas you go just play it.
Occupying every position we have in this country. It's not out of hate. It's not being tribalistic. It's not bringing division. It's not, disrespecting the unity of the country. But the thing is, we have prayed and prayed and prayed and still praying that Nigeria may succeed. But look at the future and the current situation of Nigeria.
Okay, you see, it's not about this being disrespectful. It's not about being against the unity of the country. It's not about working against Nigeria. It's not about romancing the zoo. Romancing the zoo. Romancing the enemies of your freedom. Romancing the devil. That's what he's doing there. And no matter how good you are to the devil will always be the devil. This one, because of Mammon, because of Naira that have already perished, you are romancing with the devil. Look at him. Look at him. What a shame. Pathetic. Useless. Brethren, it is now clear to every one of you who the enemies of Mazen Nambikano is actually. Who the enemies of Biafra is. The same people that have stood their ground telling you Simon Ekpa is working with Nigerian government. Simon Ekpa is supporting Nigeria. They are here live, Koro, telling you we have been praying and praying and praying for Nigeria to get better, and we are still praying for it to get better. Now you want to tell me that the man that is telling you, I will destroy the zoo, I will bring it down, and the one that is praying for it to get better. I wish that God, strikes people immediately they commit offense. Any one of you that will open your mouth anymore to say anything negative about our PM, that he has anything to do with Nigeria, your mouth will cleave to the roof of your teeth. I'm telling you, your tongue will cleave to the roof of your mouth. You will dissolve under the sun. Shameless people. As you go, I am done. I don't know if Sonny is still here. So, fellow Biafrans, we have, by the grace of Chuko Kabiama, brought it to you, and you have all seen it. We are grateful to God that some of you are still standing on the right path. It is the best privilege for you today is to be under this Biafra Republic government. The best privilege for you today is to be under this Biafra Republic government. And if you are under the leadership of our Prime Minister, you are blessed. You are blessed. Thank you for joining us. This is my closing remark, and I hope you all will be available as we travel to Brussels, Antwerp, in Belgium today to be with our Prime Minister for the town hall in Belgium. Thank you very much. Chuko Kabiama, bless you. As you go, sum it up here.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Baba, we are on now. We're okay now. I'm not hearing you.
Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. You have gone off live.